Welcome back to this week's edition of Bayside. I'm your host, Shelly Sanders. I have a variety of animals with me today. In case you're just waking up and tuning in, I have Debbie Cobb and Tyler Scheinberg here to tell us all about this wonderful Suncoast Primate Sanctuary. And primate, you automatically think chimps, monkeys. You don't think reptiles, birds, you know, and certainly lemur would fall under that category, but you know, you guys have a lot of animals there on property.
Yes, the biggest thing that you want to remember, the great apes is what started the sanctuary. There are 4 members of the great ape family. That's the gorilla, the orangutan, the chimps, and the lesser is the gibbon. The lemur is a prosimian, so it's really not, it's a herb and frutivore, and if you notice, the eyes on them are very round and they're diurnal. They see day and night. Kids with the new movies out are more familiar with the lemurs. So that's one of the reasons why we like to bring the lemur out. Also to educate people about lemurs and make people aware of
Look at that little guy.
What responsibility goes behind that. The other thing is that when you get these animals, again, in captivity, they can sometimes live 4 to 5 decades longer than they would be in the wild. Chimpanzees, they're saying, will only be around another 25 years in the wild.
Wow.
Orangutans, we're very blessed. On the front of the website is Pongo. He came from South Carolina, and there's only 169 of those. In the next 15 years, they'll be extinct.
Now, obviously you have programs that people can come and attend, and you do some outreach programs with the local schools and whatnot. But say a family just adopted an exotic animal. Do you also offer assistance and education with someone who has the pet but still wants to keep it?
Always. We do not believe in driving home that they're bad people. They're not bad people. You know, we have people that can't even take care of their children. With the economy the way it is now, we've had a lot of animals that are just got displaced because of the economy.
Sure.
The lemur that you saw today, the gentleman serving in Iraq, he's a very good personal owner, and we got to tell him that he is now a grandfather. Normally we leave the babies with the mothers, but what we find at the sanctuary, and when I've worked at different facilities across the United States, the baby would be plucked away if it was out on an enclosure, and outside animals sometimes will swoop down and grab the baby. So
Oh my goodness.
Andy will be placed back with a family grouping, but right now for his safety and security and for educational purpose is to let people be aware of what's going on.
Sure. Now you've brought with you some artwork.
Yes.
Yes, can I share with
Absolutely.
our audience this artwork? All right, tell me about this, because no person painted this.
No, actually this is done by one of our 80-year-olds. This is cheetahs, and we actually give them long brushes with PVC poles, and they get to do the artwork. This one
Look at
looks
that.
like he also skimmed it across the front of the enclosures. The most strangest thing that anybody's ever sent me for Cheetah to paint was a guitar, and they
Wow.
sent it in, and he painted it, and we sent it back. He's still working on his signature. He's not very good at his signature, but he does well with the artwork.
Now, what do you find happens when they paint? Do you see some kind of a response? Do they realize what they're doing?
I think they do after a while. We don't do it so much that they get tired of it because they're like children. Their attention span is really short. They can go from 0 to 100. Obviously, they're very strong. A 95-pound chimp can pull 850 pounds in one arm, and when they're mad,
Wow.
1250. So it has to be the caregivers that have been there with the longest to sit down and do a piece of artwork. Takes them about 45 minutes to an hour sometimes, and we sometimes have to break that up. They actually sometimes will actually pick their colors. They like certain colors. Some of them will take a little bit more time if they're with a different caregiver. So just depends on what mood they're in for the day. You know how an artist is.
Sure. So you also provide, like we talked about, the programs there at the facility. However, you also come to schools, you'll come to corporate events.
Anything
and everything.
Anywhere, anytime, to spread the word about what we're doing in Little Palm Harbor, because we've been there 62 years and we want to make sure it goes on for another 62 years.
And you're donation fed mostly. So having said that, you have a wish list. Now tell me about this wish list. Some of our viewers at home may want to help you out and send some things over or bring them over when they come to visit.
Well, I'll tell you about the largest, and then I'll let Tyler tell you. He's very blessed because he has a great group of young ladies that come on Sundays and donates. But our largest wish list right now, we're looking for either a capital campaign or a donor that would love to put their name on the medical magnet building. That's a little bit at around $800,000 that will be dedicated to the education to veterinarian students and medical magnet students that will take care of domestics, exotics, and wildlife in Pinellas County. The other thing is that we want to raise the awareness for the 22 acres on the other side of the trail, so people will be educated to the needs of how much we need to grow. We're at 15 acres now. If we get the 22, it will expand to a 32-acre zoological park.
Wow. And Tyler, you've got a wish list?
Yeah, we have local businesses that help us out, and they donate food, supplies, and stuff like that. But on our website, we have more of the list that we go through regularly, which is peanut butter, oatmeal, cereals, pretty much anything that we can eat, just sugar-free and in portions.
And again, that website is suncoastprimate.org, and you can find that at the bottom of your screen, and we are looking at it right now, suncoastprimate.org. You can find that wish list. You can find out about the programs. You can find out on how to volunteer, because you guys certainly need volunteers, and find out everything you want to know about anything that we've discussed today on the show. So we've got to take a short break, cuddle with these cute little animals, and then we're coming back to share more about the Suncoast Primate Sanctuary, so don't go anywhere.